Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 2, Episode 1. We didn't have that much drama. We just had a little bit of titty-tatty. We had Trina out here crying and begging for Trick. Like, why are you begging for Trick? Do it on your own. Didn't you say you was an independent woman? What is going on with this situation? And why does Trick Daddy think he's too good and too good to work with Trina? What's going on? And we got Bobby Lights. We got JoJo. And we got, Prince. They're going through some things. People going back and forth talking shit about each other, which is fugazi. Then you got Trina and her wigs was terrible. Joy does hair, and I think Joy does hair. She was looking dead right. But the rest of the cast, I don't even know what to say. Bobby was alright. He looked alright. Prince looked alright too. Amada, I don't know what's going on with this afro. We're going to keep this afro going. Is it your real hair this time? Is it an afro? Is it a wig? It looks dry. It looks like it needs some oil sheen. It needs some moisturizer, some Jerry curl juice. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but it is what it is. I'm just saying. I'm like, what's going on? And then she had the butterflies in the hair. I was like, well, they really doing it. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's start off with Trina. Trina meets up with Rico Love, and basically she's talking about, her time in the rap game with other females and just how hard it was. I was like, damn, that wig is really messed up. Like, whoever did your frontal really did a bad job. I was like, damn, and I like that purple wig because I seen it on YouTube, but whoever did your installment did a shitty job. So it is what it is with that situation. And so basically Trina's giving Rico Love the heads up that her and Trick Daddy, their TNT album, whatever album they make believe going to try to come out with, they better do it while it's hot. They should have did it last year. They should have did it the beginning of this season. So, it'd give them some type of buzz or something, but it didn't go down. So basically she's saying that Trick ain't feeling her. Trick ain't trying to work with her. Trick ain't trying to do what he needs to do. Trick is making her wait and all this other stuff. I'm like, damn girl, then work on your own album, because don't no one person stop your show. You got to keep going. And then also when Trina was on stage, she said you got to be independent, you got to be consistent, you got to be steady, and all this other stuff. I was like, damn, like you're talking about shit you haven't done in your whole career, and you giving advice. Well, maybe the advice that you're giving is from what you learned because you didn't do the same thing. So it is what it is. And then we meet up. Who do we meet up with? We meet up with Mr. Gunplay and Mr. Hollywood. We meet up Mr. Gunplay and Young Hollywood. Basically, Young Hollywood is chilling. He's chilling with Gunplay. He's chilling with Trick Daddy, bringing Trick Daddy, orders and shit like that. I was like, okay, what's good? JoJo totally looked terrible this episode. And JoJo trying to play us, talking about her mother's working and she's working. They cut off from the money. There was never no money from the get-go. Stop trying to play us. And so basically, Young Hollywood, he done made some mistakes in his lifetime, especially last season. So he's trying to clean up his image. And basically, he just get a shit show from from Gunplay, and Gunplay is just really out here just talking about him, his relationship with Kiara. They broke up. I was like, damn, they broke up. That's why we haven't seen them in the blogs. What's going on? So they broke up because Gunplay is getting DMs from his ex-girlfriend. Hopefully the ex-girlfriend wasn't Tip, but he's also getting DMs from Amada the Alegra. Like, Amada, you hitting up Gunplay? Like, you must got really bad taste. You must really be tricking out here in these streets, and you don't care who you mess with. You want to mess with Gunplay. So I'm kind of not believing that she's flirting with Gunplay. You really believe Amada is flirting with Gunplay? Come on. If she is, man, you could tell, but she's a routed, bout it down as chick. I don't know. Why would she be up in Gunplay's DM? Why would she be flirting with him? And the girls are on the cast accusing Amada trying to sleep with their man and still their man. Amada, what's going on between them legs? Are you feeling froggy out there? Because that's what they're claiming. They're claiming you like to jump from dick to dick. I'm like, yo, come on. Amada has this image. Why are you guys trying to mess up her image? Like, damn. I don't know. But this is what Gunplay's out here in these streets saying. And Young Hollywood was like, I had my time with Amada. We had our situation. I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with it. I got to focus on me. I don't blame you at all, boy. I don't blame you at all. So then moving on from that, we got Amada You know, she's in New York. She's doing fashion week. She had all the butterflies in her hair. She's doing good. You know, basically, she's making money. You know, she's not suffering anymore. I don't think her mom is working anymore because I think Amada is making some type of money where she's making money on the road. But I don't think they're promoting Amada right like they're supposed to, because she should be a bigger star, especially the way that she blew up on last season of this show. So I don't know what happened. But anyways, we find out that there's a new girl on the show. Her name is Jessie something. And, you know, Amada's new manager is her ex-manager. Her ex-manager was stealing ideas from Jessie, the Haitian young lady, and giving it to Amada. It's not Amada's fault that the manager was fugazi to Jessie, but it is what it is. So we got that situation. And then moving on from that, we got Amada. She rushes home because her mom is in an accident. And the accident is pretty much serious, where she burned herself with a candle. Basically, she went to bed, she went to sleep, and she left the candle on. I don't know what was going on, and she fell asleep. She was doing that candle magic to make sure Amada becomes a success. I don't know what's good. But she ended up burning her hand. Like, her hand looked really messed up. You'll see it in the slideshow in the corner. I was like, damn. The burnt looked really bad. Like, it was no joke. It did really look bad. I was like, wow. Like, whoa. Like, it did look bad. I felt bad for her because, you know, she was in pain and she was hurting. But she came on TV and she filmed anyway. And so here's the girl, Jessie. This is the Haitian girl. She's at church with her mama. Her mama got on this head wrap with a little piece of hair coming out. Like, why didn't you just push that hair inside the head wrap? Like, why did you have to leave that little piece of curl out? It don't look right. It's all braided up too, and she just left it out. She could have just put it in there. So basically, the mom is a preacher. She's not happy with her daughter's choice of career being a comedian and, like, basically being in the industry. She want her daughter to be in the church singing, be in the choir, be a preacher, follow in her mother's footsteps. But it ain't gonna happen right now. So Jessie, she actually has, you know, mother-daughter talk, a mother-daughter time that she's going to be putting together. She wants her mom to come, but her mom, you know, works on Sunday. She's a preacher. So evidently she might not be able to show up. So moving on from that, but this girl, Jessie, she actually did look good this whole episode. Her hair was nice. Her makeup was nice. She looked good. She came correct for her first season. And so then we got the little tricky situation. We have Prince. Prince is in the building. Basically, he's with his father. And he's basically, Prince tells us what he's going through. That he's been locked up. He's been in juvenile hall. He's been in and out of jail. He's been homeless. He feels like he's the only person in his family that can make it. And basically, he's getting tired of being a club promoter. He wants to do something big. And then guess who comes through the club? Here comes, you know, his people. His people is coming through. Bobby Lights and, you know, Tip. They hug each other. Everything is all cool, whatever, you know. So, you know, Prince goes get some drinks, and here goes Bobby. Bobby, well, I gotta tell you something, Tip. Tip, I gotta tell you, JoJo told me that Prince is not really my friend. He's acting like he's my friend. He's just using me. He's trying to get close to me, trying to use me for my connections. He's not really my friend at all. And plus, the situation that went down at Lincoln something mall or whatever, where, Prince pulled off his hat. He fell, he hit the floor. He was crying days and days to, JoJo. So anyways, Tip is like, she's like, yo, listen, I think, JoJo sounds like she's jealous. And I was like, it could be, but somebody's telling a story here. It's either Bobby, JoJo, or these two are the ones that are lying. Between them two, they're lying about the situation, about who's telling who. Because it seems like Bobby could have been going back and telling JoJo stuff and talking to her. Then JoJo responded basically saying that, well, if you feel that way about, Prince, then maybe you shouldn't be his friend. And basically she shouldn't have said that. She shouldn't have left that door open, because Bobby's the type of person, in my opinion, that likes to run his mouth, and he's going to run his mouth. And so he's probably going to go back. He went back and told Tip. And then the same thing JoJo did. She went back and she told what's his name, Bobby Lights. She told Bobby Lights that, oh, Amada said that she don't like you. Amada said that, you know, you shady or whatever, you messy. And so why would JoJo do that? Like, you know, basically she could do whatever the fuck she wants to do. She can say whatever she wants to say. But damn, if people's talking to her in confidence and they think they're having a good conversation with her and they don't think the conversation's going to be repeated because actually Amada was sitting there with JoJo trying to help her. So JoJo goes back and tell, you know, Bobby likes the situation, and it just seems fugazi. Like, why would she throw Amada under the bus? You know, if Amada wanted, you know, Bobby likes to know, she would have told him. So we're going to see how that's going to play out. That's going to be a messy situation too as well. So it seems like JoJo runs her mouth way too much because she thinks she's being real 24/7. And Bobby just can't keep his mouth closed because he's a porta potty. So we have that situation. But in the conversation, Tip is like, yo, I think she's jealous. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone because you tripping because Prince is your boy. So basically, she's just trying to, Tip is trying to let, you know, Bobby likes to know what's up, what's good. And so then moving on from that, this is when we have the conversation with, you know, Amada and JoJo meet up. And let me tell you, when JoJo was walking to sit down, it looked like she had a dump truck. She looked like she had to go take a dump. It didn't look good with her walking up. You know, I was just like, damn, it looked like her ass was hurting, her butt was hurting, like something needed to come out. I don't know, but it just looked bad. So we have this situation, and so basically, you know, Amada is sitting down there with JoJo, and JoJo's like, you know what, I can't believe you here, so glad to see you, you know I don't have any friends. Maybe you don't have any friends because anything that they tell you, JoJo, you go back and you repeat it. You repeat shit that people don't want you to repeat. So, and, you know, Amada was like, I know I'm back home because of my mother, Blase and a third. And so, you know, that's when JoJo's letting her know that, you know, Bobby Lights has been staying with me. He's living with me and whatever. He had no place to go or whatever. Basically throwing his business out there in the street that he, you know, he was homeless. And so Amada was like, yo, you better chill out with that because I heard he's a messy person. I heard he got drama. So Amada was just looking out for JoJo, trying to give her the heads up. And JoJo was like, yeah, but, you know, JoJo really don't believe it or whatever. And then she basically goes into, you know, Bobby Lights thinks that, you know, Prince is jealous of him, that Prince is using him. Prince only calls him when he wants to use him. What if Bobby Lights is homeless and he's living with you, JoJo? What the fuck is Prince using, you know, Bobby Lights for? Please tell me that, because I don't know. You should have said, Bobby, you living with me. You don't got a place to stay, you don't have a pot to shit in and a window to throw it out. So why are you chilling up with, how the hell is Prince using you? So anyways, she tells Amada that, you know, that Bobby been crying. It feels like, you know, Prince has been using him. Prince has been embarrassing him in front of his friends because he fell on camera. Prince took off his hat. That was wrong for Prince to take off his hat because obviously, you know, Bobby Lights had on a hat because his hair wasn't done. And to take his hat off and run with it in front of people, that kind of made Bobby feel a certain type of way. But Bobby and Prince seem like they're around the same age and they're like childish and there probably was some drinking involved. So anyways, you know, and then Amada was like, you know what, I don't really get along with Bobby Lights, but I get along with Prince. I'm cool with Prince. I like Prince or whatever. And then JoJo was like, well, I'm cool with Prince. I know him for a long time, but I'm more cool with Bobby. And I was just telling Bobby not to be his friend no more if he treats you like that. So basically, she's getting in the middle of two people to have a friendship, and she's running her mouth and telling them what to do instead of having a quiet ear and listening and deciphering whether anything is real that people are telling her, or they just, or is Bobby Lights giving her a sob story so he can have a place to stay because, you know, JoJo is lonely. And so basically now, you know, JoJo thinks that Prince is jealous of her relationship with Bobby because, you know, Bobby's spending time with her and stuff like that. So basically they're trying to make all three of each other in this triangle. JoJo, you know, Prince and Bobby Lights, they're all acting like they're jealous of each other, but it don't make no sense. So somebody's around here starting the shit. Somebody's around here starting the trouble. And I believe it's between JoJo and Bobby and that situation. I'm just like, damn. I was like, that's how we gonna do it? And basically, I'm just like, yo, Bobby's like, Prince is using me for my connection. I thought Prince was the king of Miami. I thought he was a big time club promoter. He know all these famous people. Why does he need Bobby? Don't make no sense. And so we'll see what happens with that situation. I'm just like, yeah, boy, it's gonna get ugly before it gets pretty. And so then we have the situation with the ladies. They all meet up. The ladies, they all meet up for the mother-daughter time, mother-daughter talk or whatever. And so basically everything's cool. Everything's going fine. There's no problems or whatever. And then boom, they started talking about Amada and basically friendship and being loyal because, but before then we have JoJo. JoJo mom tells everybody that JoJo is dating Pleasure P. I can't believe she is dating Pleasure P. I can't believe she is dating him. Like, OMG, like, what is going on? He done been around this episode, this last season. He's been sticking it and moving it, sticking it and moving it. I hope they're using protection. I don't know what they see in him. I don't know if he still got bank like that. Yeah, he does write songs and he does get royalty. So I guess he's a good choice. But anyways, Joy's like, I'm cool with it. I ain't got no problem with it. Just be careful about the people around him. And she was like, and then JoJo was like, I ain't scared of Shay. I'm going to get you, JoJo. You're going to get your ass whooped. So basically, she's saying that me and Shay was never friends. When you got to say we was never friends, that means you guys had some type of connection. You had some type of bond. You had something going on for you to say that. So, it seems like JoJo's already starting off the season being shady. And then we have, Jessie. She talks about Amada, met up with her boyfriend when they was at a gathering somewhere, and Amada was all in her boyfriend's face, basically asking him if he ever cheated on her or whatever, trying to get in a situation. Then that's when, Tip, she jumps in, and Tip is like, yo, listen, Amada was all up in, Gunplay's DMs and everything and all this other stuff. Like, it's real shady, like how she's doing, how she moving. And so then that's when JoJo, like, if she's moving shady, she's moving messed up, then I gotta talk to her. Basically, she was like, I gotta see what's good with her because loyalty is everything to me. And so that's when Tiff got mad, was like, if loyalty is everything to you, then why are you going back and telling, why are you going back and telling what people say? Why did you go back and tell, Bobby Lights not to be friends with, Prince, and then you're going back and telling Prince things, then you're going back and telling, Bobby Lights that Amada don't like him or whatever. So that's kind of fugazi, that's fake, and I ain't down with that shit. And so then that's when JoJo was like, nah, whatever I said to Bobby, I can say it to him, I can say it to Prince, I can say it to Amada, I can say it to anybody, but the whole point is you starting shit, JoJo. That's the whole problem. And if Amada's your girl, why would you go back and say that, oh, she said this about somebody, knowing the person is not going to be happy to hear that somebody else don't like them? So it is what it is with that situation. And I was just like, damn, that's how we gonna do it. We gonna be like that. And so, and then Tip is like, yo, listen, you cool with Prince and that's your people. So why are you going back and talking behind Prince's back to, Bobby Lights? So she was like, that's fake. So she was calling her out. But that's just the beginning of the story. There's going to be so much more shit going on. So anyways, that is when, Tip decided to leave with her mom. She decided to get up and bounce. She decided to leave the situation. She decided to, kick rocks real quick. And so I was just like, damn, that's how we gonna do it? And so then moving on from that, we have Gunplay and Kiara. So basically, Gunplay is talking about he feels emotional detached. He feels like they moved apart. Everything's not working. He's clean now. He's sober. I don't know if you guys believe that Gunplay is clean and sober. I don't. And so basically, Kiara's like, yo, I've been through way too much with you. And I ain't trying to go down this no more. I need my space. I need my separation. Dude, you out here on drugs. You was out here riding around dirty. You out here riding around, out here getting yourself in trouble. You wasn't focused on the music. You were just a complete mess. Like, you know, she needs some time because she got to figure out what she got to do. Then you got Gunplay talking about what is holding me down. You know, you haven't been holding me down. You haven't been doing your 50%. She's been doing more. So Gunplay hasn't still took accountability of his behavior, lying to her about the drugs, going to the strip clubs, hanging out with these other people that leads him to drugs. And then on top of that, he was close to cheating. Then on top of that, he didn't say anything about the DM. Just because you feel emotional detached or something's not working in your relationship, so you go out and you seek mental comfort from somebody else. He says that he didn't smash, but I believe Gunplay smashed his ex. And if he smashed the model, we will all know about it because that would be top of the blogs, baby. So he's not taking accountability, and he's kind of like blaming her. Like, I make all the money. I do all this other stuff. And she was like, yo, listen, just because you providing don't mean you can walk over me and step over me, because she was good enough before, and she was doing what she's supposed to do. Now that you got to get used to being clean and sober. When the last time you've been clean and sober, Gunplay? So, and then on top of that, she's been supporting you and holding you down and everything, sleeping on couch to couch with you, watching you get high, trying to help you stop getting high, fighting with you and all this other stuff. She deserved better, and you gotta mature, Gunplay. You like, I don't know if you ever been in a serious relationship where there's no drugs, there's no alcohol, and you just gotta be calm, because you gotta understand Gunplay is feeling a certain type of way because he's supposed to be as big as Meek Mill. He's supposed to be as big as Wale. He's supposed to be standing right next to Rose, and he's not. Because Rose started with Gunplay, and Gunplay got into so much trouble. And so Gunplay lives with a lot of regret, but Gunplay can rap. He is a good artist, but he just never gave himself the time to shine. He's getting older and older and older. So anyways, Gunplay leaves the conversation. Then he talks about, I'm going to take a full accountability. I'm going to take responsibility for my actions or whatever. But he didn't say that while he was talking to Kiara. Why he wait till afterwards? I was like, just too much. And so then we get on to Trina crying, and Trick Daddy. Trick don't give a shit about Trina. He don't give a damn about her crying. He don't want to do music with her. He don't like her new style of music. He don't like whatever Trina got going on. Trick don't like it. And Trina's trying her best to make this happen, because she's like, what else do I got? Like, I've been waiting on this. Like, yo, this is what I need. But her wig and this scene look nice. And so Trick don't give a damn. And Trick was like, yo, we're about to perform. I don't want to hear this shit right now. Or whatever. And it's like Trick don't got no compassion, no love for Trina at all. And he don't want to make no music with her. I'm just saying, Trina, you still look good. You still pretty. Get one of these young boys out here that's lit and get them on a song with you. They will enjoy being on a song with you. Get all these young boys that just came out. Come on, you need to hop on a song with them and talk gritty. Like you've been talking gritty. Like the Trina talking about F niggas, I do this, I do that. I'm the boss bitch, I'm the baddest bitch. But you sitting here crying because Trick won't do a song with you. Peace, I'm out. One love.